Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? This is Anthony from VR365. I am currently playing Wraith, the Oblivion Afterlife. This is on my Oculus Quest 1. Yes, I've actually been playing this on my Oculus Quest 1. The superior black levels is one of the reasons that I'm playing it on my Oculus Quest 1. Now, one of the things I really like about Wraith, the Oblivion Afterlife is the sound design. Okay, do you hear me? Listen to my feet. Listen to the sound effects. And listen to my feet when they're walking over these planks. Okay, now listen to my sound when I'm going over these like concrete steps. And then, I'm back on the plank. But this is a different kind of wood right here. See, it has a different sound to it. And maybe the carpet has a different sound too. Yeah, the carpet's got a different sound too. Dude, it's little details like this that take your game to another level. Now, there's also a ton I can criticize about this game. I can talk so much smack about Wraith the Oblivion Afterlife. I have a lot of little nitpicks that I can get into about this game. And one of my nitpicks is you're in this guy's mansion, the Barclay Mansion, right? He's like a movie producer guy. There's like a giant Oscar, basically. There's a movie poster right here. And dude's house is straight up empty. It's like he has no furniture. There's, it's just these empty rooms. And I get it because it's going to be very difficult to like fill all these rooms with actual real items and make it all dope. But I will say this though, man, the sound design, legit. The sound design is legit. When I walk on these like concrete steps, it's very different than this type of wood. It's very different than the rug. It's very different than that other wood there. And it's subtle, it's tiny, it's a small, insignificant thing, but this wood's different than that wood. This is a different wood. It sounds different. And so, I don't know, maybe I'm a weirdo and I notice these things, most people don't. But yeah, there's lots of really good sound effects that are happening in this game. Just little tiny things like that. Now, one huge complaint that I have about this game is we are now in the year of our Lord 2021. It is the year 2021. And if you go into the bathroom and there's a toilet and there's a button to flush the toilet, you've got to be able to flush the toilet. This is criminal. I've just got to say it. Eventually we have to get to a point in VR gaming, in my opinion, where we've got to get to a base level. And the lack of any interactivity is bothersome. There's this other thing too. Okay, so the inverse kinematics. Now, one thing that is really cool about this game is if you take your arms and you put them pretty close to your body and keep it kind of tight and close, and you just kind of keep your arms like in this kind of a range, the inverse kinematics is on point. It is really good. It is very accurate. I think my arms look really good, have a lot of detail, the veins and everything, the watch, the broken watch, the tattoos, the blood, the dried blood splatter, my shirts, everything. I think it actually looks quite good. And I'm perfectly fine with this inverse kinematic model that works here. But there is a problem where your arm comes out like this or your other shoulder comes out like this, and you do see the clipping in your view, and it really breaks the immersion. That's the problem. You can't have, so you almost have to deliberately keep your arms tucked in if you don't want to break your immersion. Like if some people can play VR games and they try to like get inside the game and I'm gonna live inside the game, man. I'm gonna really be inside the world of Wraith. No, dude. When I play Wraith, man, I'm gonna pretend like this is like a real thing that is happening. I'm sure there's some people out there that do that. And more power to them. They're probably having an extremely immersive experience. I can maybe do it for like a minute or something. Okay, so you got these movie posters. The Journey, starring Vincent Van Gogh, and Labyrinth of Bones. When the chase ends, it's dinner time. Soon on Laserdisc. Look at DVD. Hey, Fast Travel Games, did you guys pay to use these DVDs, the DVD symbol? I don't know about that, bro. Think lawyers will be contacting you, bro. I really shouldn't say that, but I just noticed little details. It's my fault. But I love the audio design of this game. This game has 99 problems, but audio design, not one of them. Sound effects design off the chain link fence for real. One thing that I really do hate about Wraith the Oblivion Afterlife is the running speed. This is a very slow trot. You know, this is a slow trot, all right? This is not Seabiscuit. I want a little bit of a faster trot when I've got to explore these mansions over and over again. And I'll say this, man, I'm at a point in this game where I'm kind of going in circles. Now there is this ability where you go like this, you hit like the Y button, and your arm will start beating, and you'll get a feel for, like, it's basically telling me that away. It's telling me to go over there. I've explored all this stuff though. I don't know. Maybe there's something I missed. One really cool thing is occasionally you'll find broken glass on the ground, and the crunchy noise sound effect that it makes when you're walking over the broken glass, pretty freaking incredible. Like, seriously, pretty freaking incredible, the noise that it makes. The sound effects are really good. So, interior design, very basic, Johnny, very basic. We've got cabinets galore, not a lot going on inside them. We've got shelving, we've got tile. I don't know if I would have gone to Lowe's or Home Depot and I would have picked out this particular tile, nor that particular brick, if I am a Oscar-winning producer. But this is a ginormous kitchen. This is a ginormous kitchen for a... And hear the sound? Listen to the sound, folks. Listen to the feet on this kitchen tile. Really nice, really nice. I mean, I give the sound guy props. The sound guy deserves major props. And very spatial with the audio as well. But, so here's the thing. You put a button, and I've got a VR hand. Ah, yeah. Feels good. Yeah, open door, open sesame, open sesame, but it won't let me open. The other thing is, don't you wish that we entered the world of Boneworks, the world of Echo VR, and the world of Half-Life Alyx, where I could put my hands against this wall and my fingers would stay there, and it would be like, bam, bam, and be like, okay, your hands are not going through physical objects. Again, this is nitpicking. The one thing that Wraith the Oblivion does do well is it tells a story. Like, there's a real story here. It's very Wilson's Heart. You have these, like, scenes that are acted out in front of you, kind of like The Invisible Hour. So you're basically just watching these actors, but they're kind of in, like, a weird polygonal retro black and white kind of hologramish thing that then fades out after you watch it. But yeah, the graphics in this kitchen, I mean, I think it looks pretty good. It's, sure, it's a Questicle. I have not played the Oculus Rift version of this game, but if I had to bet money on it, I would say it's very much a Questicle. I definitely am going to want to play the Oculus Rift version of this game. I really will. I'm going to do that. Unfortunately, I got a crappy CD1 headset, so it's not a huge improvement over the Quest 1. In fact, in some ways, the Quest 1 might be superior. So this box right here, it's blocking this door, and it's glowing, and I know there must be some way I can interact with this box. You know, see, I could open this door, but... And the thing is, I've tried to grab the box. I've tried, you know, I've clipped my fingers on it. I've done different things with it. You know, I've pressed basically every button. You know, I could shine my light on it. I don't think that's going to do anything. And now I just wasted my battery juice. So that was a bad idea. But I don't know what to do with that box. But anyways, let's keep going. Yeah, so basically I'm at this point in the game where I have to find these individual items from different people that lived here in the mansion. And I've found a lot of them, but I think I have 2 more items that I have to find. So that's basically what we're doing here. So yeah, this is, you know, part of this amazing mansion that kind of looks almost like the 3D sound, impeccable. The 3D sound is impeccable, no question. And this guy's mansion, I'm looking at this guy's mansion, and it kind of looks like an upscale private university. Like this would be like some kind of hall. This is the Barclay Hall. But it doesn't really look like someone's house. But it is cool that they've got these different movie posters, and they came up with, you know, names and background pictures of what the movie looks like. And they're actually, I mean, it's halfway decent, these little fake movies that they came up with. Fast Travel Space. Alan Vincent, starring Alan Vincent and Joanna Pines. You've seen Joanna Pines in One Last Murder. We'll now see her in Fast Travel Space. We've already seen Labyrinth of Bones. And you got The Journey, you got Time Storm. So you got these different movie posters, but the actual interiors, yeah, so they're kind of repeating the posters over a little too much. Like I should not be able to see Journey and Last Boys both like that. That's a little bit overboard. I don't think I can get outside of this place. But yeah, so lots of the doors are locked. Like most of the doors are locked. There's different puzzles and things that you have to solve to get into different areas. But right now I'm at this point where I'm basically looking for 2 items, and I don't know what I'm looking for. I guess what I should be doing, I should be using my arm, right? So this compass, that'll tell me where to go. So I'm going to head this way. Maybe I should go upstairs. Let's head back upstairs. So there's this doorway. Have I been in here? Yeah, let's go back into this room because I don't think there's anything going on in this room, but let's double check. Okay, so there's one of those, this is like a memory remnant of some kind, and I basically can use my camera to take a look at this. But this is where the story unravels in the game. So I can go ahead and grab my camera, and I take a picture of this, and then the story's going to unravel here.
I could never understand what it was about your photos that drew Barclay's attention. But when he offered to pay so much, and all I had to do was keep you unaware of it, I didn't mean to do it. I swear I didn't, but once it got rolling, it was so hard to stop. In this seance job, I really thought I could make it up to you and Rachel. Berkeley stiffed me again. I thought for once I had done the right thing. I'm so sorry, Ed. It shouldn't have come to this. I'll make it up to you.
right, so you basically have these holograms that come to life, and it kind of gives you an idea of what's going on with the story. And in the first half of the game, like I'm not even halfway through the game. I'm probably like 40% through the game, 45%, 44%, something like that. But for the early part of this game, it was mostly just walking around and watching these story sequences in all kinds of different parts of this house. And I only recently got to these sections. Like, look at, I'm pushing down my thumbstick. I'm trying to walk as fast as humanly possible, and I'm going unbelievably slow. Okay, so I already got this thing the other day, last time I played this. This is Meadows Snow Globe. So I can add it to inventory by just letting go of it like that. I already got that the last time I played, though. I don't know why it... So now it's telling me I have a new goal. So if I hit the A button, it'll tell me find the 2 remaining seance items, which that's the main thing that I've been doing. I've been trying to find these 2 seance items. Also, I've noticed with this game, there's a lot of flickering. There's a lot of technical issues. Sometimes I just try to ignore it.
You're blind, or just ignorant. You have a talent, boy. Your camera sees things the rest of us only dream about. Look at this man. Why do we never see his face? Why is he always looking away from the camera? What lens did you use? You're very far away. He can't have known you were there.
Well, I've always thought there was something wrong with the developing process.
I don't think so, Ed. I really don't think so.
Yeah, so these little sequences that play out remind me a little bit of transference. Transference from SpectraVision. Because you would go into these different rooms and little sequences like of a hologram of some type of thing would basically unravel, and that's very similar. Although I think the transference holograms actually looked cooler than those. These are going kind of black and white, retro, kind of polygonal. It has a cool flavor and a cool style. It's got its own style. The one thing I'll say for this game, like, this has been the game that I've been playing. For the last couple of weeks, this has been the game that I've been playing. This is the only game I've been playing, really. For basically since I got it. I did get a key for this game from Fast Travel Games. I appreciate that for sure. I actually reached out to them. I have hardly been asking anybody for any game keys at all. And the reason why is because I don't want to be like under this requirement to like deliver all this footage and deliver all this coverage, and I'm going to review your game, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. I really don't want that weight on my shoulders. I just want to enjoy a game playing experience. And look, I'm on various podcasts and stuff. I'm gonna talk about your game, especially a big ass game like Fast Travel Games. So like, I mean, this game, Wraith the Oblivion, I mean, it's a big game from a big studio, Fast Travel Games. Apex Construct, in my opinion, was one of the best early VR games. And amazing sound design in that game as well. And amazing, like, bass, thundering background music that would happen at different points in that game. But yeah, I mean, this game still, like, there's definitely a lot of problems with this game. But at the same time, this is a serious, legitimate, full-fledged adventure and story. It's not super heavy on the action. I've only recently gotten to points in this game where I'm actually in danger and I might die. So for a long time, I couldn't die. And it was basically like a walking simulator with just a little bit of light puzzles or something. And it's a slow start. This game is a slow start. Now, graphically, I'll say this room more impressive than a lot of the other rooms. It actually looks like there's actually some stuff going on here. We got our bookshelves, we got the recessed lighting, we've got the curtains, we've got the sofa, we've got a coffee table, we've got like an 80-inch Yeah, this could be like a 90-inch screen, right? That's cracked, kind of doing the Westworld Awakening scrambled screen type of deal. And you've got these cabinets. And yeah, so this room actually has some things in it, because most of these rooms are pretty darn empty. If you guys hear a weird noise in the background, that is my dog nervously coming into this room over and over again. Dude, my dog, I could go on for hours talking about this dog. Dude, he's got some serious problems right now. He cannot, like, if I close the door and there's no one else here, if I close the door to this room, my dog will, in about 10 minutes, will start thinking no one's home, and then he'll start howling at the moon. It's a serious problem. But yeah, this is a full legit adventure game. The running speed is incredibly slow. That is definitely a big pet peeve for me. But if you have an Oculus Quest 1 or an Oculus Quest 2, this is $29.99 though, so it definitely is not a cheap buy. This is one of the more expensive games to come out recently, and there is a lot of stuff that is hitting the Quest right now. Demio, the Dungeons and Dragons looking tabletop multiplayer thing just came out. Lots of people are ranting and raving about that. That's something I really wish there was a demo for that, because it probably would be something it's something I'd like to try just to kind of see what it's all about. But yeah, so this is the seance room, and it does show some of so Rachel's diary is one of the things I am missing right now. I'm also missing Alan's film roll. I have Meadow Snow Globe. I've already got that. I have the Relic camera. Barclay's Occult Note. I thought I had that. I do have Tom's knife. So I'm actually missing like 3 different things. And here's my dog. My dog has just entered the room again. Heavy breathing by my dog in the background. But you probably can hear that. But yeah, I'm in a situation. I know I'm supposed to be using this arm. I'm supposed to be doing the thing with my veins, turning yellow, to be like, where do I go? Do I go this way? And my arm isn't really doing much for me right now. Let's go over here and do our arm. Yeah, I just got my varicose veins action, but it's not turning yellow. It's not turning nuclear. But I'm trying to run at full speed. It's taken a little while, man. It's definitely a slow trot. And we've already been in that room, so I don't know why we're doing that again. Okay, let's head back this way. I believe these doors are locked. Let's go back downstairs. We'll try to go into the like the garden area outside. So I guess they really didn't opt for any background music, although occasionally when there's something scary happening, there's other sound that comes on. But it's mostly just pure sound effects. Yeah, so we can go out here to the garden. And you can see, this is like this sprawling estate. Here's the Barclay Mansion. Strange looking statues, for a regular mansion here. But does this really look like somebody's house? This looks like a freaking compound. This looks like a Shaolin temple compound in, somewhere. Like, this does not look like a regular person's house. And if it is a regular person's house, it's a pretty goddamn dreary one, It's got all these locked doors everywhere. There's so many locked doors. But yeah, this game is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. There's no question about that. I do like the fact, though, that this is like a full-fledged adventure that is trying to really do something. But it costs a pretty penny. We're talking $30. $30. Graphics pretty good for Quest 1. Haven't seen it on Quest 2. Have not seen it on Rift. I am going to try both of those eventually, because I do want to see how much of a questicle it is. I got to imagine it's pretty questicle, you know? I got to imagine that this is very questicle in nature. Okay, here's an interesting room. I've been in this room before, and there's a part where these things start acting crazy. These doors swing open, and there's like a bad guy out there. There's this like walking specter kind of thing, and you've got to avoid it. But yeah, you know, I don't know. I know that I'm supposed to be looking for some last item. Okay, I'm supposed to be using my arms. I can hit A to see what it tells me to do. It says find the 2 remaining seance items. Yeah, I don't know. I'm lost. I'm lost in space, ladies and gentlemen. This happens to me a lot with VR games. And it's funny, I don't watch anybody's playthrough of any game. I just don't do it. I want to figure out the game on my own. I'm not trying to watch someone else's video and be like, oh, I should have looked on top of that statue. There was a key that was right on top of her head. It was obvious as could be. How could you not see it, Anthony? There was a key that was right here, a big golden key. I don't know, man. I don't want to watch someone else's video and figure out how to play the game. You know, I want to play the game myself. But I do end up getting stuck in games because I don't want to watch anybody else's video. But it is this sprawling estate. The frame rate has been quite hitchy at times. I mean, like, that's a pretty cool looking backdrop over there. I can't seem to get, you know, you got this atmospheric sound in the background, like there's a storm that's brewing tonight. You know, there's a threat of major storms in the Los Angeles area. But yeah, so anyway, guys, this is basically Wraith, the Oblivion Afterlife. I'm still enjoying it despite its many flaws, and it does have a lot of flaws. But I still think it's an interesting game. I just wish I could stop just going to random places and eventually find out where do I got to find these things that I'm looking for and get through this game. But this is a game that I want to play. When it's time for me to play a VR game, I grab my Quest and I play Wraith the Oblivion Afterlife. You know, you might want to ask yourself, Anthony, why are you grabbing your Quest? Why aren't you grabbing the incredible Oculus CV1, which is basically your other... I mean, I don't have an Index anymore, you know? I don't have a Valve Index anymore. I never had a Reverb G2. Never tried a Reverb G2. I would love to try one. I'd love to see what it looks like. And I don't have any other headsets. I had a Rift S for like a week, and that headset just simply did not work with my IPD. It was just a real bad idea. So right now, I've been wanting a new VR headset. I think we are so overdue for a real big, impressive new VR headset from Samsung or LG or Toshiba or some unexpected JVC, some unexpected company, like maybe some unexpected Japanese company that people are sleeping on, like Panasonic, but more of a high-end enthusiast gamer VR headset with like really high resolution, like killing Screen Door dead completely. I'm surprised. We're pretty far into the year 2020. It is May. It's going to be June. We're pretty far through this year, and there still isn't a new VR headset to get excited about. Now, I know there's the Vive Pro 2 that is coming. It's going to be announced in like a day or so, the Vive Pro 2. But is that even going to be targeted at consumers? And is it really, are they going to have like the fact that they're calling it Vive Pro 2 makes me think it's going to use the same wand controllers, which those controllers are ancient, man, ancient controllers at this point in time. Like we've moved beyond those wand controllers. There's got to be much better controllers, and I just don't think this Vive Pro 2 is like a legit contender for a headset that I'm gonna want to get. Now, if I was just like rolling in money and just had money to burn, would I buy one and try one out? Sure, I would, but I'd probably be trying a Reverb G2 out, and I'd probably just hold on to my valve index and not sell it like I did. But I'm not in that situation right now, so I've got to be picky and choosy. And I'm basically using an Oculus CB1 as my primary VR headset while I wait for something incredible to be announced in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much my situation. Alrighty, well, that's going to go ahead and do it, ladies and gentlemen, for this recording of Wraith the Oblivion Afterlife. And I will see you guys soon. Alrighty.